We got Emile Heskey, and I'll be honest, Emile, we were expecting you to join us this weekend for our coverage of the FA Cup. We've called you in a little bit earlier because of the history that you have with Liverpool Football Club. And it's amazing to think the two clubs I associate you with, Leicester and, of course, Liverpool, the both times that they won the Premier League, Liverpool and Leicester, it was against Chelsea in a game they weren't even playing. Chelsea are the kingmakers. How are you feeling right now?
Over the moon, to be honest. You know, it's been a long time coming. Obviously, when I was there, we sat down every pre-season, and that was one of the things that we wanted to win. One of us on this panel has been lucky enough to win it, but you know, it's just great that we finally got over that final hurdle. And considering last season that we were pipped by 1 point, but you know, Klopp got them going again, and this time. Was it 20 points ahead?
Unbelievable. Chris, Danny, do you have any questions to ask Emile concerning this? I mean, Emile's all smiles right now. I mean, he has not stopped smiling. I won't share what he's been sharing via WhatsApp, but he's very happy, I can tell you.
It's a phenomenal achievement. I mean, they were going to be champions, weren't they? It was just a matter of time. It was when. I'm a little bit surprised it was tonight. I thought Manchester City, you know, would take it to the next game, and maybe even the one after that. Because obviously the next game would have been against, you know, Liverpool, Manchester City, a huge game for them. That's going to be a really strange atmosphere now. You know, City sort of almost have nothing to play for. Liverpool will be champions. That could be 9 each. That could be 10 each. Who knows? You know, it just could be a free for all, that game. But no, I mean, they thoroughly deserve it. And I just said before we came back on air, when you look at the losses column over 2 seasons, to lose 2 games in 2 seasons is absolutely outstanding. You know, that is just phenomenal. And that's been the difference. You know, City have now, lost 8 games this season. You can't win the title losing 8 games. That's never, ever been done. So, you know, hats off to Liverpool. They've been magnificent all throughout this season. And finally, after 30 years, they've won the title.
Yeah, Jurgen Klopp is a genius, isn't he? Let's get it right. I mean, this City team is one of the greatest teams we've ever seen in the Premier League. And to be honest, it hasn't been a contest this season. And that's a testament to Liverpool and what Jurgen Klopp has worked there. I mean, phenomenal. Yes, they won the Champions League, but they would have been hurting last season and maybe would have ended the season thinking, you know, are we ever going to win the Premier League? You know, we lost it by a point. How are we going to come back from this? And they had the belief, the resolve, and the talent and the quality. They have just been phenomenal in possession.
I think, Chris, their recruitment has been sensational over the last probably 4 or 5 seasons. When they started this project under Jurgen Klopp, they got Jurgen Klopp in, they got the right coaches in, they got the right physios in, they then got the right players in. And that's just, you know, they've just continued to do that. And that comes from the board all the way down. I think this has been a long-term project for Liverpool over the last 5 seasons. And the last 2 seasons, we've really seen the culmination of that. When you look at Manchester City, recruitment last year was really, really poor. You know, they didn't kick on. Liverpool have grown and got better each season, season after season. Yeah. And thoroughly, they've got what they deserve.
Have you spoken to any of your Liverpool friends, Emile? I mean, when you think of Liverpool, you think of someone like Steven Gerrard. Have they acknowledged it at all?
I've spoken to friends, as in family members who are Liverpool fans, and they're just over the moon. A lot of them are obviously, and it's an argument and a debate. A lot of them are saying that this is arguably one of the best Liverpool sides ever. But I would say I'd have to see them go back to back, like the Liverpool sides in the 80s and the early 90s. I need to see them go back to back, but they've got the doing of that because again, when you look at last season, only been pipped by 1 point. And then this season, can they go on a run like they did in the 80s?
Final question, because I know you've probably got a whole bunch of interviews to do. Klopp now has delivered on his promise of trophies. We saw that when they won the European Cup last season. Where is he ranked now for you in terms of Liverpool managers? Because the greats, your Shankleys, Paisleys, etc. Where does Klopp fit in the equation?
Again, he'll be the same. Once they do it back to back, his name will be brought up in the conversation. But for me, he has to do it back to back to be put up on that pinnacle. But again, he's been fantastic for this squad because again, defensively when he first came in, They weren't sound. They were losing a lot of goals, and he had to start from the back and work his way up. And now look what he's got. He's got arguably one of the best teams in the league, or the best team in the league.
All right, Emile, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'll be seeing you on Sunday, I believe, for our coverage.
See you soon.
Definitely.
Take care.
Thanks to Emile Heskey.